Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sade. Thank y'all for joining me for our astrology talk. For today, we are diving into what we are expecting during this luxurious Aries full moon. Now, if you have not seen any of my videos on what the full moon or the new moon means in astrology, head over to my channel, Hidden Alchemy, where you can find tons and tons of astrology videos just so you can have a better understanding before going into this segment. Now, since we have this full moon in Aries, what can we expect for this full moon in Aries, as well as the Mars energy that we have in Libra? When we are dealing with full moons are an opportunity for us to see what's coming up to the surface so we can take some time to slow down and take care of the deep internal things, the deep internal wounds that are coming up. And the reason why I say wounds for this one is because Chiron, the planet that rules. Okay, let's do this over again. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Sade. Thank y'all so much for joining me for our astrology talk. For today, we are diving into what we can expect for this Aries full moon. Now, before I get started, if it is your first time seeing any of my videos, definitely go ahead and check out my video on what the difference is between a full moon and a new moon, just so you have a better understanding before diving into this video. All right, y'all, what can we expect for this Aries full moon? Now, first of all, Aries, as we know, we have the North Node in Aries right now. And the sign of Aries, it's masculine, it's cardinal, it's the first sign, and it's fire. So it's how we like to initiate ourselves into the world as the I am. Now, this full moon is going to be opposing the sun in Libra. Libra is also masculine, also cardinal, but it's more air and it deals with how we connect with other people, how we are in our relationships, not just relationships based off of romance, but relation to any type of person, place, or thing. So this can be friendship, this can be siblings, this can be partnerships, it can be business, especially business, because Libra does rule contracts that you might have with business associates as well. So it's how we like to connect with people and how we like to partner with people as well. So because we have these two signs opposing each other, this is definitely going to be a full moon based off of the I versus the we. Now, a little bit of backstory before we dive deeper into this. We also have Chiron, which is the wounded healer in the sign of Aries, and it's been in Aries for some time. So, as a collective, we have been feeling this Chiron energy of where have I been feeling helpless in my life? Where have I been lacking my own personal power? Where have I been giving my power away to other people? And how can I heal that wound? So, this full moon is going to activate that for the collective, especially if you might not be feeling this on a personal level. Be aware of how other people could be feeling like they are in this space of imposter syndrome, not really moving forward on their journey with their own personal courage and power. Now, the planet Mars, which is the planet that rules Aries, is currently in the sign of Libra. So, Mars doesn't like to be in Libra because Libra is about making sure that we bring harmony, balance, and peace into our relationships. So, we have the sun in Libra and we have Mars in Libra. The sun and Mars prefer to be in Aries. So again, we have this opposing energy on top of the North Node being in the sign of Aries. When we're dealing with the full moons are feminine in nature. So it's about internalizing what we are receiving from our environment rather than being external and being action oriented. So I know because we have this full moon in Aries, it could be easy to say, okay, Aries is action. No, this is a full moon. So we have to really think about how have we been internally struggling with ourselves. Now I know that's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of us. Where have you been internally struggling with your self esteem, your self worth, and your self value? Aries is all about courage. It's all about using your fire to push forward on your journey as an individual. Because we have Mars and the sun in Libra, what this says to me is where are you internally struggling because you're still holding on to relationships or partnerships, business, friends, family, romance? Where are you holding on to your relation to certain things that are hindering you from being able to push forward as an individual on your journey? So, this might not be a well action oriented moon because it's asking you to kind of internalized? What have you been going through inside that you might not be sharing with other people, but you're going through your own internal battle because you're holding on to the Libra side, poor habits in your relationships, right? Poor habits of codependency. Where have you been codependent in your life? Aries is asking you, you need to be more independent. You need to be an individual and push forward. Now, what's going to help this full moon energy is we have Venus that is still in Leo while we have come out of that Venus retrograde energy, which is still in its retrograded energy until the end of, well, not the end of October, but until the last week of the first week in October. So October 8th ish. So because we've been dealing with this Venus retrograde, this is a really good time of inner standing on a deeper level. Where are you not feeling good about yourself? Where have you not been loving on yourself, respecting your values, respecting your morals, and moving from that space of courage? Because once we have Mercury enter into the sign of Libra, then it's going to be a lot more time of being able to communicate these needs of what we need from our relationships, what we need from people in our partnerships, so that we can feel really secure in our own independence and stability. So, this Aries full moon, I'm an Aries moon myself. So, I love and understand how to work with this Aries energy of where are you not thriving in your life because you are sabotaging yourself and you lack self esteem and you keep holding on to these relationships with people that continue to push that agenda of low self esteem. This is really what this Aries full moon is. So it's going to be a little uncomfortable, and ways that you can really work with this Aries full moon, spend some time alone. Aries is about independence, solitude. Spend time alone so that you can understand what's going on inside. Trust the dreams that you might be having and trust what's coming to the surface. Aries energy is going to be very direct, very direct. So all the emotions that are coming to the surface, take heed because it's showing you this is where you are lacking movement. Aries is about movement. So the full moon is saying this is the area of your life where you're lacking movement. This is what you need to do. You can either take heed or not. Because Mars is in Libra, it's a good time if you are dealing with any relationship struggles. Be mindful of your words. Wrap your words with compassion. And if you can wait till after the full moon to have conversations, wait so that the emotions aren't so up to the surface and you can come to this conversation with a lot more ease and a lot more grace. Libra is all about grace and ease. Because the full moon is in Aries, we could be feeling a lot of tension. So let the tension come to the surface. Ease your nerves with a nice bath. Full moons are feminine, so really take some time in water. Take a bath. Use some rose petals and some chamomile to calm down the energy. You want things that are a little bit more cooling in energy. Because this is Aries, work out. If you're feeling frustrated, if there's a lot of emotions coming to the surface, Aries rules our body as well as the head. So get yourself into a fitness class, do some yoga, anything that can shift and move the energy around in your body so that you can see clearly. Aries is fire. So a lot of times when that fire energy comes up to the surface and gets to the head, we lack clarity and we move from that heated energy. I know this very well because I'm an Aries moon. Okay, so take some time, work out, journal, rest, get a lot of sleep. Your dreams are going to reveal a lot of truth to you. Let your emotions come to the surface. Give yourself a nice angry cry. It's very normal for Aries folks to have an angry cry. We are very emotional people. And when we're angry, we cry because we don't know what to do with that type of energy. So give yourself that time of solitude, of rest, of working out, of taking a bath, of crying, of journaling, and really letting the truth of what has been bothering you about your lack of self-worth and self-esteem come to the surface so that when we move into more harmonious aspects with Mercury moving into Libra and Venus moving more into Virgo, then you can take practical steps that won't cause a burned bridge, because it's very normal for Aries energy to burn their bridges because we sometimes don't think before we act. All right, everyone, have an amazing full moon. and I will see you for our next video.